Arion, the dream that stopped a war. What if a single dream, hidden for years, could stop a war, defeat dark magic, and change the fate of two kingdoms? Would you dare to trust in it? This is the story of Arion, a young man whose silence became his greatest strength. The sun was sinking behind the rugged mountains when Arion finally neared the borders of the Mongol Empire. His long journey had left both him and his horse exhausted. The sky was painted in shades of deep red, and the air felt unusually heavy, as if nature itself sensed the weight of the moment approaching. Before him stood the towering gates of the Mongol Khan's palace, a place feared across deserts and steppes. Yet Arion's eyes showed no fear, only a calm resolve, a purpose tied to a dream he had spoken to no one. As he walked toward the entrance, a sharp tapping sound echoed across the empty courtyard. A bent, shadowy figure stepped forward, the old sorceress whose dark magic had turned warriors into stone and burned entire armies. Her staff vibrated in her hand, and her eyes gleamed with cold satisfaction. "So, you have finally come," she hissed. "But this time, you will not leave alive." Arion remained calm. "One who is protected by the Almighty has nothing to fear," he replied. The sorceress struck her staff against the ground. A violent wind rose instantly, swirling dust in the air. The sky darkened, thunder rumbled, and the palace walls seemed to tremble. She lifted her hand, gathering a wave of dark energy. Arion didn't move. His hand didn't reach for his weapon. His sword stayed sheathed. But then, the sword began to glow. A faint blue shimmer first, then brighter, brighter still, until it shone like lightning trapped within steel. The light pierced the darkness, breaking the storm rising around him. The sorceress stared in horror. "This sword, this cursed sword. How do you possess it?" Arion answered quietly. "It is the sword from the dream I never revealed." At that moment, the palace doors opened with a thunderous sound. The Mongol Khan stepped out, tall, powerful, armored, and proud. His soldiers lined up behind him, though even they seemed uneasy. The Khan's voice thundered across the courtyard. "Arion, speak your dream now. Reveal the secret you have guarded for years, or you will not leave alive." Arion drew his sword. The moment the blade touched the air, a burst of white light exploded outward. The entire courtyard glowed as if it were day. Shadows fled. The storm vanished. The sorceress screamed and collapsed. Her dark powers shattered in an instant. The mighty Khan stumbled back, trembling in fear. "What kind of sword do you carry?" he whispered. Arion looked directly at him. "In my dream, I saw a prophecy. A day would come when this sword's light would destroy all darkness and free people from tyranny. I kept silent until the dream fulfilled itself. And today it has." The mighty Khan looked around, at his fallen sorceress, his terrified soldiers, and the brilliant sword that humbled them all. Slowly, heavy with fear and realization, he fell to his knees. "Forgive me," he said softly. "I do not wish to be your enemy. I choose peace." Arion sheathed his sword, and the courtyard returned to its natural dusk. He looked at the Khan and said, "If you truly want peace, remove injustice from your land. Treat your people with fairness. I did not come to conquer. I came to awaken." The Khan bowed his head and vowed never again to wage war against Khorasan. Arion's journey home was long, but this time he rode with a peaceful heart. Word of his bravery traveled ahead of him. When he reached Khorasan's gates, people gathered to greet him. The Sultan himself stepped forward, overcome with relief. Princess Muniza stood beside him, her eyes filled with admiration and quiet pride. The Sultan embraced Arion. "You have saved our kingdom without shedding blood," he said. "From today onward, you are the defender of Khorasan, my advisor, and the future heir." Princess Muniza approached him and asked gently, "You kept your dream hidden from everyone. Will you tell me now?" Arion smiled. "Yes, its purpose has finally been fulfilled." He told her the prophecy, how he had dreamed of a sword that would one day shine with divine light and stop a war by breaking darkness itself. Princess Muniza listened with a soft smile, understanding why he had waited all these years. The kingdom celebrated for days. Songs were sung, stories were told, and Arion's name echoed through every street. Soon after, Arion and Princess Muniza married, and their union brought renewed hope to the land. And so, The boy who once carried an ordinary sword became the guardian who brought peace to two great realms, not through violence, but through faith, wisdom, and courage. Are you ready to discover the dreams that could change your world? Share this story, and let the courage of Arion inspire the hero in you.